Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be just a really quick video. I just want to go over the Jupiter Pro and just a quick breakdown of how it compares to other mud pads in a similar genre, like the Type99 and the Infinite Control V2 and V1. Let's just get started. So the Jupiter Pro, this isn't a review, this is just a quick overview. It does use a pour-on base. I am using the Jupiter Pro Firm. This is their version of a mid-base. It's really firm with very little press-in. It does use the same logo that all other lethal gaming gear pads use. I think it looks pretty clean. I do low-key just miss the original logo, but they stated that they kind of need to put their branding on the pad, so I completely understand. But comparing it to its direct competitor, I did get the XL Square of the Jupiter Pro, and then I got the standard size Type99. And the main things you can see here is that the stitching is really similar on both of them. Artisan does have their really just standard traditional dotted base, while Lethal Gaming Gear opted for a very smooth leather looking pour-on base. The control on the soft Type99 is really good. The only issue is that the static and dynamic friction, when it gets really cold, it feels a lot quicker, as you see here. But the more you use the pad in a day, the more it slows up. When you put even a little bit of pressure, it slows a lot. This is very different from the X-Soft, which is really just slow consistently for as long as you use the pad. Compare that to the Jupiter Pro Firm. You still get a lot of really slow movements, but the dynamic friction feels consistently slower. So when you're playing games like Valorant, or I've been playing a lot of Rithia recently, it's just been absolute pure mud, and the static friction is so high, it makes micro movements a little bit difficult, and it's kind of like a jetting or a stuttery feeling when making micro adjustments because of how much friction there is on the pad. And mind you, I am using the NTech PTFE skates, which I've really enjoyed, but these are the only good skates from NTech. And when comparing directly against the Type99, like I said, it has a little bit of a lower static and lower dynamic, but don't get me wrong, we are comparing putting mud on your desk and playing compared to putting dirt on your desk and playing. Like, you're comparing two of the absolute slowest mouse pads on the market, but the Type99 is a little bit quicker in your static and dynamic frictions, especially in these small tight circles, compared to the Jupiter Pro, which is significantly slower. And when you compare against pads like the Infinite Control V2, which is one of the slowest mouse pads on the market with a very high static friction and just about as high dynamic friction, I would still say that this feels quicker than the Jupiter Pro. Like, the Jupiter Pro, the Firm especially, is really slow. And when you go down to the Soft and X-Soft, they are absolute mud pads. Like, it is incredible. I didn't think a mouse pad could get that slow out of the box. I thought you'd have to put hours of use into a mouse pad to get it to that kind of muddiness that Lethal Gaming Gear did out of the box. Like, it's incredible. And I personally can't use the X-Soft. It's way too slow. That's why I have the Firm on my desk. It feels the best out of the three for a larger variety of games. Now, the Control V2 has this really nice smooth butter feeling similar to the Jupiter Pro. There's no texture on it at all, unlike the Type99, which has a little bit more texture to it. But the control on this is just not as high as the Jupiter Pro. And like I said, this is like comparing gravel on your desk with a pile of dirt. Like, these are two extremes. So me saying one is quicker than the other doesn't mean this is now a speed pad. It's just more of a, this is still a slow pad, but it's quicker dynamically and static than the Jupiter Pro Firm, which is absolute pure mud. And then when you even go into the Soft and then X-Soft, those are just ungodly. Like, I can't even explain how slow those are. And finally, we're going to go over the InfinityMice V1. Don't mind any stains on this. This mouse pad lives in my closet, and I'm still afraid to wash it because of the whole incident that happened with my original two InfinityMice mouse pads. But this is the only mouse pad that I've tried that feels similar. Like, the only mouse pad I've tried that has that same very muddy dynamic friction feeling, but it's still quicker. It's slower than the Type99, and it's slower than the InfinityMice V2, but it's not as slow as the Jupiter. It's like right under the Type99 when it comes to dynamic friction and static friction, but it has a really scratchy feeling on dot skates. And when you compare it to more traditional skates, like here on the Maya X, we're using the Lamzu pad skates, that dynamic feeling just feels a lot better when compared to using the PTFE dot skates from NTech. And when comparing the two pads with pad skates, they feel a lot similar, but it's still much slower on the Jupiter. Like, I can't really make up how slow the Jupiter Pro is. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like, you subscribe if you want to see more. I am delaying this week's episode of the right click due to work reasons, and I have a couple of things I need to get approved before I get that video out. So we'll be seeing that Tuesday, and then our weekly reviews on Wednesday. The next review is going to be on the Nifter ELT, and I might do it in my old style of video where I'm just kind of have the camera pointed at the desk. But until then, see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more. This is just a more off the cuff kind of random video. Pro. I am getting a lot of questions wanting to compare the Jupiter Pro against the other mouse pads that are similar to it, but that should be all the information that you need for this. The Jupiter Pro is incredibly slow. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.
Yeah, you say you want it, oh baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it, oh baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey baby girl, drop all these products. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want.